Hey guys, Mr. Mac here, coming at you with another quick review for Algebra 1. And today we're going to look at combining like terms. So combining like terms is really what I call a housekeeping step or an organizing step. So a lot of times algebra problems, before we can actually solve problems, we have to kind of clean up the information that we're given. And combining like terms is one of those cleanup steps. So let me get this screen a little bigger and show you what I'm talking about. All right, there we go. So what is a term? Well, in math, a term is really like one word of a math sentence, right? So if I have this math sentence of x plus 2 equals 4, this is a term, this is also a term, and this is also a term. So like each word of this math sentence, if you will, is a term. And for the most part, in algebra, you're only going to be dealing with two types of terms. You're going to have regular numbers, like just this plain old 3 sitting there, or you're going to have variables like x or y or a or b, and any kind of variation of these variables, if you will. So I could have x squared or y to the 4th. This is still just one term. This is one term. This is one term. Okay? So these all just represent a single term. So when we're combining like terms, let me give you an example here. So if I have 3x plus 4x plus 2 plus 6. So in this case, I have 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. But of those 4 terms, there's only 2 categories, if you will, because I have x's here and I also have x's here. Here I have plain old numbers, and here I have plain old numbers. So what we need to do to kind of clean this up is we're going to combine terms that are alike. We're going to pretty much just put groups that are the same into like one big group. So here I have 3 x's here and I have 4 x's here. Well, I can combine these two to make just one group. So combining means to add, so I'm just going to add 3 plus 4, and that gives me 7 x's. Here I can do the same thing, but this time I just have regular numbers. 2 and a positive 6. Positive 2, positive 6. So if I combine these, which means to add, then I'm just going to add 2 plus 6 together and make 8. So here I've cleaned up or organized this initial expression from 4 terms into 2 terms because I could combine terms that were alike. Let's try another example. Let's go with 4a minus 2a plus 7 minus 9. So again, I want to combine terms that are alike. So here I have positive 4a, and here I have negative 2a. Now these signs are not addition, subtraction. These signs are telling you, is it positive or negative? So this is positive 7. It's a different term now. These are a's, these are regular numbers, and here I have negative 9. So we're going to combine like terms. So my first 2 terms that are alike are my a's. I have 4 here and negative 2 here. So I'm going to combine, which means to add. So 4 plus negative 2 is really 4 minus 2. That gives us 2a. Let's do the same thing over here with our regular numbers. I have positive 6 and positive 7 and negative 9. So when I combine these two together, which is to add, 7 plus negative 9 is the same as 7 minus 9, gives me negative 2. Now, does it matter which order I do them in? No, it doesn't, as long as my signs stay the same. So I wrote this answer as 2a minus 2, but I could also write it as minus 2 plus 2a, right? Because there's no sign in front here, which means it's positive. So I can flip-flop these 2 terms as long as the signs stay the same. Negative 2, positive 2, positive 2. So it doesn't matter what order you do them in. let's try one more. Let's go with 4x to the third plus 3x squared plus 2x to the third plus 3 plus 1. Oh, I hope that all fits on the screen. Hope you guys can see that. Let's double check and make sure that you can. All right, there we go. So now you can see them all. So what kind of terms do I have here? Well, let's start with this one. I have x to the thirds. Are there any other x to the thirds in this expression? Yes, there's some right here. So I have 4x to the third, and I'm going to combine it with a positive 2x to the third. So 4 plus 2 is 6x to the thirds. Okay, so I'm done with this, and I'm done with this. What's my next term? I have x squareds. Are there any other x squareds here? There's not. So 3x squared plus no other x squareds is just going to be 3x squared. So that just comes down into my answer. And then last, regular numbers. I have a 3 and a positive 1, so 3 plus 1 is positive 4. Okay? So guys, don't be intimidated or scared by what the term is. X to the third could be x to the 34th for all we care. It doesn't matter. We're just combining like terms. So if there were two groups of x to the 34th, I got 4 of them here plus 3 of them here, x to the 34th. I'm just adding the two numbers in front, 4 and 3. It doesn't matter what the terms are. We're just dealing with the numbers. So don't get freaked out if you see large exponents or anything like that. So guys, that's combining like terms. I hope that makes sense to you. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you next time with another quick review.